All right. Well, hey, welcome to Ambition. Really excited to talk with you all about how our AI can save your manager's time and lead to more effective coaching conversations. I think if we're all being honest, we can make a few assumptions. Your managers want to coach, but they're also incredibly busy. They have their own team, they have their team of managers, they have their boss, they have cross departmental people asking for their time. And what ultimately happens when it's time for the coaching conversation, in this case, the one on one conversation, that manager has very little time to prep. And so, what Ambition is solving for is we want to enable that manager to understand the performance and also understand the historical coaching context to lead them in the right direction on what that manager should coach the employee on in this coaching moment. So let me open a one-on-one here, and this is going to be between Carson, the manager, and Caleb, the underperformer. Well, in this example, Carson is, okay, I've got 5 minutes. I've got 10 minutes to prep for this one-on-one, and I want to make it impactful. So I hop in here and I see that Caleb has already completed the one-on-one. I see that he's listed a little detail about the appointments he set last week and where he's blocked and how he feels and maybe what we should focus on in the team meeting. But what I really need to know as a manager is, how is he doing overall? Like, what questions do I need to be asking him that might elicit more information necessary for his development? Well, now with Ambition AI, we're able to click on this prep tab and generate an AI-driven analysis, not only of how he's performing historically on his KPIs, but also the historical coaching context of conversations between myself and Caleb. This is where Ambition is unique. We're able to take the performance data and the coaching data and marry the two together. So now in this analysis, I'm able to see there's several areas of concern on Caleb's performance. It highlights the new leads, emails, and outbound calls, all of which he's significantly lower than his peers. We're also able to perform a peer analysis and point out where his peers are ahead of him. We'll also suggest some questions for Caleb in the one-on-one where we're able to guide the manager on here's what you might ask next. Now that crazy busy manager who doesn't have time to prep for the one-on-one had a chance to review what Caleb submitted, but also a chance for the AI to suggest where he's underperforming and what questions might be included next in the one-on-one. So with the simple click of a button, now that manager goes from being, starting at square one to now they're 75, 80% down of the prep they would typically do in one button click. And now when Caleb and Carson sit down, Carson is more prepared to have a better coaching conversation. So we had that coaching conversation. We're able to log action items. We're able to make additional comments. And the more that's documented inside of coaching, the more Ambition AI learns. And for the next conversation evolves the coaching guidance to ensure that we're staying up with the most current KPI information and the most current coaching context.